Are you curious what life is like, for an intimacy coach when there's a war going on? And what it's like to help people, or if people care about sexuality right now? Well, hi, this is Liana, holistic intimacy coach from Romania, Southeastern Europe. That's a neighboring country to Ukraine that is right now being invaded and attacked by Russia and lately also Belarus. So normally on this channel, I help you to get your orgasmic intimacy. However, I gotta be honest about something. Since war struck on February 24th, and that was Romanian Lovers' Day, what is it, 12 days now? I think so. Yeah, 12 days. Yeah, I am not very orgasmic. What is going on right now and what I'm also seeing, it doesn't take me to orgasm. I don't want to express sexually so much these days. Surprise there. And obviously, I gotta be honest about something. My work has definitely been impacted, not in a good way. I'll be honest also about that. There's a coaching client that I have from the United States, Zoe. She's showing up for coaching, and that is a pleasure. Okay, we're in our second year since we've started working. And yeah, I gotta say, right now, it also helps me to do coaching. Like, Zoe doesn't know this, but she's also helping me to keep my reason to exist. I will be honest right now. Otherwise, what I'm doing, practices, like day in, day out, practices like crazy. And I'm also still showing up twice a day now for the support group. I got a practice support group in the morning, Romanian time, 8:30, and another one at 7 p.m. Romanian time. Officially, I stay 30 minutes in each of the practices. Unofficially, if there's anybody in the practice group that needs a little bit more help, then I also stay with them. So sometimes it adds up to more than 1 hour per day. So I stay 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes in the evening. That I do. And I announced it from the first day the war struck. I announced that I would show up for practices daily to help anybody that wants to ground. Because I realized that we can't control this shit. We don't even have all the information. And after I grounded and after I got over the initial fear and worry and anxiety, I started digging my nose into not just the Western propaganda that I'm subjected to. Our country is mostly pro-West. And as you can tell by my accent, I'm also pro-West. And I resonate a lot with American culture. I think that I instinctively or natively had a lot of the values that they have there. Not the commercial one, to my detriment. That one, I don't have that American ability, but I'll work on that one. Until I die, I must work on this one. However, I've also dug my nose in the Russian propaganda. I was curious, what is going on with those people? How do they see this? And I came to the conclusion that a lot of the information that we have and they have, it's not it is a mess. There's more going on here that we know. So I told myself, okay, I gotta stop trying to figure this one out, because it's beyond my capacity to reach information, and just ground myself, remain as centered as I can. Some days when I actually go for orgasm, man, I am it's a privilege right now. And it's crazy for most people, but this is my work. So I gotta fight for my Eros. Eros is the power that animates us, okay? Eros and Thanatos. Eros, the life bringer. Thanatos, the life stopper, taker, death bringer. So my work is with Eros. I'm working with the life force. I gotta do that. I mean, as a coach, if I can't hold my line in this time, then what the heck am I an intimacy coach for? some of these crises are also a test for us. As insane and as insensitive as it might sound to some people, that's counterintuitive actually. I know it seems counterintuitive for me to talk about pleasure, relaxation, bliss, centering ourselves, but I firmly believe that if we're not one of the people directly attacked, we can best serve others if we are also grounded, calm, in peace inside ourselves as much as we can, and also in pleasure, because pleasure is expansive. And we can definitely, we need to be like that also if we want to help others. A lot of people just don't see it, but I do see it. So this is part of my narrow reality. There aren't many intimacy coaches where I live in, so I know that most of Romanians, and I gotta salute them, what they're doing is civil society in Romania mobilized itself amazingly. They're going up to the border, coordinating themselves with NGOs that help refugees and giving money, donations, food, clothing, other, basic utilities that they need. They're putting their homes up for shelter, basically. They're lending their cars, so they're taking people, they're helping them to transit Romania and go towards the west right now, where it might seem that it's safer. So most of the people nowadays, this is what they do here. I got a bone to pick with our government. I've had it since I was an environmental activist in my country. There's a lot of shit that our government does. It is inefficient, inadequate in many ways. I don't want to get into those details because it's beyond the scope of this channel, but civil society here mobilized itself tremendously. I was gonna, had war not struck in our region, I was gonna do a video and tell you here what was going on with me. There were some, I've been a great sport here. I've never shared about the challenges that I have with this work. I'm going to keep being a great sport, and I'm not going to share that because right now it's irrelevant. But rest assured that I can't help anyway else but to show up for people and help them calm themselves down, ground themselves, and be as level-headed as they possibly can in this situation. You got to understand a little bit about our reality now, aside from mobilizing ourselves to help people in need. What we're also going through is, okay, what if this strikes us? What do? Do we stay? Do we leave? A lot of the people that have men in their family, I don't. All the men in my family died. The last one, my dad, he died when I was 18. That was 21 years ago. I'm 39 right now. So I did not have a man in my family, a male figure in my family for many years. So where there are living men in families, the discussions are, okay, we're going to have to stay and fight. We don't have martial law like Ukraine does. What we have is a state of emergency. And if the president of our country declares state of emergency, men between 18 and 60, they are obligated to remain in the country, or if they're abroad, but they are Romanian citizens, they need to come to our country and pick up arms and fight. That's the legal part of it. But so a lot of discussions in many families, even with newborn kids, are going around, okay, what are you going to do, woman? You or kids? How are you going to be well? Because I'm probably going to have to go to war if that happens. A personal note from me here, just if you care what's going on with me also. I'm single. I've been single for a long time, but there was somebody that I carried in my soul. Hint for everybody, in November when I started doing like daily practices also on this channel, I figured out the person that I carried in my soul did not give a shit. I had told him what I felt for him, And he said that he was neither happy nor sad to hear that. Translation, he was indifferent. When you're neither happy nor sad, so it doesn't affect you in any way, you are indifferent. That one caught me big time. I understood on a soul level, okay, I've been carrying this person for a long time. I did not even know for several years that I still carried him in my soul. But, so he's not part of my life. He's in love with somebody else, committed to somebody else. I wish him all the best. But I was wondering, okay, so is he gonna fight? Is he gonna die here? So that's the closest concern. It's not a drama or anything, because I'll probably need a few more months to really wipe this guy out of my soul, but that's where my soul went in my thoughts with what's going on right now. However, I'm not keeping in touch with the person. That was the best way for me to remove myself from that situation and hopefully give myself a genuine chance to really meet somebody and actually live a love story. I'm not sure in the middle of the war who I can meet and who I can have a reciprocating feeling. The universe is having quite a challenge with me on this chapter, let me tell you. But I did, that's the closest that I can relate to Romanian women. I did think of somebody and I wondered, is he gonna live, survive, if anything happens? It's not like I'm ever gonna know, but... So what's the point of this video, aside from letting you all know what is going on here, how I'm showing up, how my fellow Romanians are showing up also. And trust me, I have all respect for all the Romanian people that have mobilized themselves for this. And not just the Romanians, so Moldovan people, Hungarian people, Polish people, all the neighboring countries to Ukraine that have been receiving refugees. All those civilians have been doing the same. I don't know about the states. I don't want to talk about Romanian state. I got a huge bone to pick with them, like I said, but, So aside from that, what is my message here? If you're in a place where there is no immediate war, man, enjoy your peace right now. If you're like Robert Sapolsky, this is a human behavioral biology teacher from Stanford University. He does not believe we are free, any of us. He doesn't believe we have free will. He believes that everything is predetermined by the chemistry in our body and how we react to the environment. Okay, so I respect his opinion. He's clearly more knowledgeable than I am or ever will be in that sense. So if you have the perception at least, or the illusion of freedom, still enjoy that one. And if you have men who are alive and part of your life, committed to you, love you, want to be with you, love them. Really, love them. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this. I'm just a reminder, hey, there's always worse. You can have nobody that cares about you and you care about them back, because for me the only valid thing is reciprocating things, and those are rare. People that take commitments, at least in my life experience, super rare. So yeah, I'm here to remind you about that also. It's part of the reasons why I became an intimacy coach. I had to ground myself somehow, and I'm doing that still. So I want to also invite you, if you resonate, daily practices, I'll put my email below. Write to me and I'll send you information about it. I'm definitely a resource here, until March 11th. I'm going to show up twice a day and facilitate practices. After March 11th, those were the 2 weeks that I announced when war struck. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. There was a day when nobody showed up, and I still kept the Zoom room open for the half an hour. If I said that I would do it, there's a principle when you're showing up to help others, you stay there. You're like a rock. No matter what happens, you show up and you stay there. So I do know that. I did do that, but it was challenging. And I'm not sure if after March 11th I will keep doing morning and evening daily. I'll have to figure this one out. But if you resonate, write to me, and if you want to join the grounding practices, join them, and this is how I can help. I lend my time, my skills, and my nervous system, because sometimes it's not so easy to show up for certain people. However, I do that. And that's the only way that I know how to help right now. As soon as I'll film, because right now my cameraman postponed until March 11th, I will definitely show up with videos, aside from what is going on right now. But I gotta say, for me right now, it's also harder, and it's a challenge to remove myself from the vortex of all the emotions and intention and all of that. I'm putting in a lot of efforts to remain grounded. So, yeah, a little harder for me to focus also on work. I will admit this. I'm not the only one, by the way. A lot of people here are the same. So that's it. I wish you grounded life, peaceful life, and if I can help in any way, check out the resources that I put under the video. Write to me if you want to be part of the support group, and yeah, I'll be seeing you with more videos soon.